Hello everybody, welcome back once again. We are playing Unicorn Overlord. I just wanted to point out one thing actually as I'm starting here. Um, it looks like there's if there must have been maybe some patches to the game, and so I was originally playing on maybe like an earlier one or something, because I just noticed that when I started up on this other version. There were actually more difficulty options. There was like, I think my original footage, or the footage from my first video, only had 3 options. It was like story, tactical, and then expert. And this one that I'm playing had 4 different difficulties. I don't remember the difference, but yeah. So this one looks like it's a little bit different. I want to see if there's hopefully hopefully this one is better. In that I noticed also in that other version of the game that I was playing, some of the descriptions on items were gone. So we're going to test this out here. But anyways, there's actually going to be just a little bit of overlap, minor overlap between the first video and this one, and specifically here as I start. It says you can freely move through the overworld with the left stick. Start by heading for Fort Soligi and selecting Visit. So let's do that. Alright, so here it says, forts offer a number of vital services, allowing you to hire mercenaries and expand your units. Additional services will become available as you gain more renown. For now, try selecting expand units. Here you can exchange honors you've earned to increase the maximum size of a unit or unlock additional unit slots. Honors are awarded for feats of valor and can be expended at forts for the services offered within. They can be earned by completing battle stages, making deliveries, defeating wandering enemies, and more. So yeah, we're definitely going to increase the maximum size of this first unit. Alright. There we go. So here we get our first, I think that's our first main or story completion. Or quest completion, I should say. And there at the top there, it says Novice Military Treatise. I really like those. Those are basically a way to increase the experience of a character without actually having to do like sort of combat. So those are very nice. We'll be able to basically farm an infinite number of those through some some different stages. And then we got obviously 2 honors and then war funds. Liberation Army gained 5 renown. Nicely done, Your Majesty. You can now assign more members to your units. Oh, and people who fight in the same unit will slowly grow closer. So that's rapport. As characters gain rapport with each other, their rapport level will increase. Characters with a higher rapport level will receive a bonus that boosts their stats while assigned to the same unit. Reaching certain rapport levels with specific characters or pairs of characters will also unlock a rapport conversation between them. You should review the formation of our units whenever you next have the chance, Your Majesty. Alright, so you can access the unit formation screen by pressing, it's actually supposed to be the start button to open the overworld menu, or by pressing X in the overworld. Mind if I grab your ear too? We nabbed some nice gear in that last battle. Well, you did. Anyway, make sure to share the spoils, yeah? We need everyone armed to the teeth if we want to keep them breathing. You can change characters' equipment by pressing start and then selecting the character list. Open the character list menu now and equip a character with the Vitality Talisman you obtained earlier. Alright, so let's do that. Unit formation. Oops, unit leader. So to change unit's leader, open the unit formation screen. Then move the cursor over the character you want as the new leader, and press, that's actually the start button. Oops, here, let's read this for you. Every unit has a character set as its leader. The leader's class determines the unit's movement type and leader effect. I generally try to use cavalry as my leaders if possible. So like I'll be swapping Elaine and Joseph's unit, or the leader there. To change a unit's leader, open the unit formation screen, then move the cursor over the character you want as the new leader and press, that's supposed to be start. You can also change a unit's leader after deploying them to a battle stage, but doing so will cost you 1 valor point. So try to decide on your desired leader before deploying. Yeah, that's actually really smart, because it's inefficient, obviously, to use valor on just changing a leader. And then I'm going to put Abin in this unit back here, and then we'll go to details and go to his loadout, and then we're going to change or give him the vitality talisman, since he was the one complaining about it. Other than that, this looks okay for now. So there it is, a change of clothes. Again, another novice military trustees and some other bonuses there. 5 more renown. I always knew the proper equipment was vital, but it truly does impact everything. Thank you, Chloe. Oh, we're not stopping there. Come on, let's head to the nearest town and buy ourselves something nice. We have the funds to spare, after all. Here, I'll lead the way. And here we are, Your Majesty. This town has both an armorer and a provisioner for all your purchasing needs. I'll be sure to make good use of them then. Thank you again. Alright, so first things first here. I'm actually going to go into System, Options, Fast Forward in Cutscenes. I'm going to enable that option. Auto Advanced Dialogue I'm going to turn off. Music Volume. Auto Run I'm going to turn to on. That's really nice to just always have on. Auto Pause at the start of stage. I think that's a good option to have on as well. Alright, so let's go right to town. Towns provide your army an opportunity to purchase equipment, deliver items, station guards, and more. Complete deliveries to rebuild towns and restore their full functionality. So the Overlord Harbor. If you notice there up at the top left, there is there's a star that's kind of empty right now, and that's because this town isn't restored fully. We'll have to complete a delivery, but we're not able to do that right now because I don't have the items to do it, but we will very soon after this. Making deliveries to towns will help rebuild lands that were devastated under Zenoiran rule. The requisite materials can be gathered from foraging sites in various regions of the Overworld. Oops, and I need to actually go to the armor. Okay, visit an armorer when you want to purchase equipment. Keep in mind each town's armor has limited stock. You can use the directional buttons to purchase multiple pieces of equipment at the same time. And upon using compare stats to purchase a piece of equipment, you will be able to immediately equip it to a selected character.
If it's steel you're after, you're in the right place.
Alright, so the Unwavering Spear, I don't think I'm going to buy this, but it does have the True Thrust ability, and you can use the right directional stick to toggle the different info. It says, attack a column of enemies with a piercing strike. And that looks like that's a true hit rate, or basically it's a true strike, which means you can't miss. So that's pretty good. Yeah, it's actually really good. And then it has the accuracy plus 10 on it as well as a bonus. The Runic Sword, now this one seems really interesting. It's got magic attack as an active skill. It says attack a single enemy, and it says magic potency of 150 and hit rate 100%. Now, I'm not 100% sure if that means that. I mean, it seems like that means that's magic damage instead of physical damage. So it should be, again, if I'm understanding this correctly, should be really good against taking out tanks. But we'll see. I may end up buying one of those eventually, but right now I'm gonna buy a recruit hand axe,
Done and done.
and then 2 of these recruit short swords.
Done and done. We see it.
All right, and so let's get that equipped. There's a quick supply run completed. 5 more renown. Looks like we've got our gear sorted. Now, come on, Scarlet's waiting for us. Could you spare a word first, my prince? We've received a report that Renault has situated himself in a large city in the eastern reaches of Cornea. Our compatriot Miriam lies in wait not far from here. She waits our arrival with great anticipation. I've readied a map and marked our destination, Your Highness. As for the route we take to reach it, I shall leave that decision in your capable hands. So you now have the access to the world map. Press, I think that's select to open it on my... I'm playing on an Xbox controller, so... on the world map, you can review details of registered facilities and fast travel to those you have previously liberated. I've also compiled an archive of the intelligence we possess at present. You may peruse it at your leisure. You can now view the Fevrith archive by pressing the start button and selecting library from the overworld menu. Archive entries will be added as you progress through the story and as you register facilities on the world map. Your Highness, given our current force of arms, mounting a rescue will likely prove an immense challenge. I suggest we first focus on liberating the people of this region, weakening Zenoira's forces, and increasing our renown. The greater fame our cause bears through the continent, the easier it will be to enlist others to our aid. So here's the renown tutorial, I guess. Raising the Liberation Army's renown will increase the range of services available at forts. Renown can be earned by completing quests, rebuilding towns, and more. Renown is huge. It's actually pretty much what blocks you off from doing pretty much all of the main things in the game. Basically, you have a renown level. You can kind of look at it like your army level, right? And yeah, that's how much people know you, which who cares about that? But the important thing to know is that if you want to increase the amount of units that you've got in a or characters that can be assigned to a unit, you need to have higher renown ranks, as well as promoting them. Basically, all of the characters have a promotion, or one, well, not all of them, but most of them can be at least promoted once to kind of a better version of that class. And that's unlocked between or behind a renown rank as well, so just keep that in mind. And then you use honors. So once your renown rank is high enough, then you use honors then as a sort of currency to actually buy those different things, right? Like adding another character to a unit. Alright, there's the main story quest. Priestess abducted. Let's grab... Is this... Yeah, this looks like we're dashing, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, so those 3 Corvia herbs, I believe that's what we need to deliver here. Yeah. So I'm going to deliver these. We'll get the honors, some war funds there, and then actually a revival orb as kind of a bonus item. And then that's going to allow us to take the ship now. Our town has really bounced back thanks to the supplies you gathered. Even the sailors seem ready to brave the seas again. Well, isn't that neat? Alright, we gain 5 renown for that as well. And then now this list is repopulated, now that we've done the first delivery. Obviously I don't have any of these items yet, but you can kind of keep making deliveries to keep getting more honors and more war funds. And then there's a station guard ability here, or option now. I'm going to station one of these characters. It says you can station a single member of your army in each town you've liberated to serve as its guard. Upon completing a battle stage, your guard will earn gold for the army and gather materials from previously discovered nearby foraging sites. Characters serving as guards can still be deployed in battle stages, so feel free to post them in every town you liberate. There's really not much reason not to assign guards. I kind of do feel though that you get less. Maybe that's not the case, and I need to look or just watch it a little bit more closely. But it kind of seemed like manually gathering from the gathering points actually got me more items than. Again, and as it said there, basically after you've completed a certain amount of battles, and I think it's 3 battles. So basically, let's just say that you station somebody, you complete 3 battles. At the end of that 3rd battle, that character that's stationed should basically get you some materials and some cash. But I think, and again, hopefully I'm not incorrect here, but I'm pretty sure that you actually kind of get less had you run around and manually grabbed up all those items. So I guess keep that in mind. I'm going to test that a little bit more, but that was the sense that I got. So I think actually I'm going to leave I'm gonna not assign somebody here quite yet. So there's a divine shard. Divine shards are another sort of currency in this game that you can use to get some really good items. I'll do a little bit more with those later. Let's go and just board this ship, and we'll travel back to the island of Palavia. That's basically where the tutorial area was at, and I just skipped the boat ride there because it's kind of dumb. Got a ship here heading for Orvir Harbor. Yeah, got that. Prince Elaine, you've returned to us. This won't aid much in the deeds you've set out to accomplish, but I'd like you to have this. There's another revival orb. Revival orbs are nice. They're just kind of handy to have. Every once in a while, you know, your troops will die on a stage, and it's nice to be able to just revive them. Alright, there's some wood. Alright, so here's a chicken. These are for a quest. So I'll activate that quest in a little. There isn't any reason to bother messing with them until you have the quest. I just scared that one off. Leave patrols of the island to us, Your Highness. We'll see Palavia through this one way or another. Alright, so let's activate this quest. That's this guy here. Ugh, what a day. I don't mean to wallow, but 4 of my chickens escaped from their coop this morning. It's only natural that you'd worry about such a thing. We would be glad to round them up if we have the chance. Maybe as escaped chickens, alright. Basically, you just need to catch, or, you know, run these chickens down. And that one disappeared on me, because that was too slow, I guess. There we go. Got you that time. Balk. Alright, last one. What a kind soul you are. You found all my chickens. Please take this. It's the least I can do for you. Let's we got the golden egg. It's really nice. Let's see here. Oops. Oh, nice. So these descriptions are right. So there it says the user's unit earns 100% gold. I think that's a good idea to equip this on a unit that's going to be getting a lot of kills. Specifically, I'm going to obviously use it on Joseph's unit here because this is going to be kind of my kill unit for the time being. Let's take a look at the armor here.
Steal you're after. You're in the right place.
So here's the Battler's Shield. It says guard efficiency 25%. Yeah, it's nice. These these items they've either been updated from the other version of the game that I played, but they're definitely more descriptive. The other version that I was playing, the Battler's Shield, only said physical attack +2. So I'm actually going to buy this Dancer's Bracelet.
Done and done.
And there it says powerful call. So it says grants a 30% physical attack for the allies' next attack. I'm actually going to put that on. Let me just see here. Okay, so Aubin only has 1 passive point. Oh, and I gotta equip these guys with the stuff that I bought them. So here I bought the Recruit's Hand Axe. There it says max HP +3 and user earns 20% experience. So I'm gonna probably be focusing a lot on the recruit items and getting them equipped on, again, especially these characters that are going to be doing a lot of killing. You know, there are better swords certainly early on, but I just like the EXP bonus. Honestly, actually, on Joseph, this isn't that important because he's so high level anyway. So getting the like 20% extra experience probably isn't really going to do me that much good because he's only probably going to be getting like 1 experience anyway early on. So I don't know. Maybe I could probably actually maybe makes sense to leave the Templar sword on. Although I don't know. I guess the stats don't seem like they're that different. Yeah, I guess maybe we'll just leave the recruit on him. All right. And actually, I'm gonna sell some of this stuff here though too.
If it's steel you're after, you're in the right place.
Oh, really? It's gonna... That's weird. Okay, whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna sell this bronze sword. The bronze swords are basically the worst swords in the game. There's no reason, you know, once you've kind of upgraded to keep those. I am gonna keep this crushing axe though, because that actually is pretty good. And I, you know, may end up using that at some point again. Looks like that's pretty much it. I'm gonna station... let's put Lex here.
I got this.
So there it says, press R next to a station guard to give them a gift. Doing so will boost the recipient's rapport with Elaine. They will gain more rapport if you give them a gift they like. Oops. And then sometimes, you know, if you're kind of cruising around, there'll be little places that you can interact with. Here's like the cemetery. I don't think we can really do anything yet here, but Alex says this place really brings me back. We used to play here all the time when we were kids, remember? But yeah, I think that's it pretty much for this area. I'm going to... Yeah, nothing there. I'm going to station a guard over here too. And let's do... Let's go with Hodrick.
But of course.
Since we fought him there. And then actually, I'm not going to take the boat back because it's faster to just quick travel. So I'm just going to select this other town. And we'll just quick travel right over to here. Okay, at this point I'm going to walk around a bit here and talk to some of these NPCs. It's good to see you, Your Highness. I'm pleased to report that you can station guards in towns you've liberated. After you station a guard, you can speak to them or even give them gifts if you'd like. Oh, and a guarded town will send funds to support the liberation each time we add to our territory. They'll also gather materials for us from any nearby foraging sites. And a guard can still join you in battle, so don't hesitate to station them all over Febrith. Wait, you've already stationed someone here? Should have never doubted you, Your Highness. Alright, so there's a local guardsman quest. 5 more renown. At forts, you can hold a mock battle to pit 2 of your units against each other. It's a great chance to see how your units fare in actual combat, so it's worth giving it a try every now and then. Let's do that. And then I'm actually just gonna skip the battle because I don't really care about that. I don't know that the mock battle is really that great. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's that useful. Aside from, I mean, I don't know, if you could like set up your units the way that you think, I don't know, that enemy units are going to be set up for like you know, a battle in the future or something like that, maybe then it's useful, but I haven't found it to be useful yet. But, oh well. Anyways, all right, so let's talk to this next guy. Hiring mercenaries isn't the only thing you can do at a fort. You can also increase the number of units you're able to command. It costs honors, of course, but it's well worth it in my book. Looks like you don't have enough renown to make it happen, though. Try coming back once people know you a little bit better. And then here, any NPCs that has a little yellow sword above them is kind of like a mock battle against them. Anyways, house callers like me are far and wide, or known far and wide for their tactical art, and I know this is just a little sparring, but don't expect me to hold back. Well, what do you say? And we'll just do the same thing. I'm just going to skip that. Heh, feels nice taking a good hit every now and then. By the way, my parting blow skill gives me one last attack at the end of every battle. Try hiring a house caller if you like the sound of catching enemies with their guards down. Oh, and I'll be here whenever you want to try something out. Mercenaries have different specialties based on their class. Me, I'm a soldier. My long thrust skill can pierce through a single column of enemies with relative ease. Oh, and I can use first aid to heal an ally at the end of a battle. Those are the most important skills we've got. Be sure to take note of such things when hiring mercenaries. Apparently other people can't see it, but sometimes I come across a strange faint light twinkling on the ground. You might want to take a closer look if you ever see one yourself. So yeah, these are the... Oh, I guess that was just a smoked nuts. I don't remember if I already I guess explained it, but there's another item called, I think it's like Divine Shards or something like that. And that's just another kind of like a currency that you can use for some different items later. A moment, Your Highness. The walled city of Barbatimo is under the rule of an able man by the name of Morden. We'll do this battle eventually, but I don't think I'm going to do it quite yet.
What news do you bring? Out with it, lad.
It seems Fort Sology has fallen, sir.
And here I thought scorpions could sting. Who was it that did them in?
A faction calling themselves the Liberation, from what I understand.
Suppose there's no pulling the weeds of rebellion. Hmm?
Sir Morden, may I have a word?
You may have as many as you need. Just give us a moment, would you?
Of course, my lord.
Again, sir?
Is that defiance I hear? It's none of your business, besides. To the matter at hand, though, I'd rather not have self-righteous fools raising the devil in my town. Alert the watch at once. If these pups come scratching at our gates, you're to see them repelled. Teach them the pain of war, if you must.
Consider it done, sir.
Alright, if we hope to proceed past this point, we must lay low the occupiers in this city. It would be wise to ready an adequate force before undertaking such a venture. Unliberated regions. It says, regions that you've not yet liberated are patrolled by enemy soldiers, preventing them from being explored safely. Completing battle stages will liberate enemy regions, thus securing the area and driving out hostile forces. So this one is enemy level of 5. That's only slightly higher than what we're at, but I'm going to hold off on that until later. What am I doing? Looking for materials to help this place rebuild, of course. If you deliver the items a town wants, you'll get a nice reward to make up for your trouble. Folks like us aren't much for the sword, so this is the only way we've got of putting food on the table. You should try making deliveries too, if you're of the mind. It's good, honest work, and you'll be helping folks rebuild. It says, obtain materials by examining the foraging sites scattered through the overworld. Foraging sites will replenish after completing a number of battle stages, which I think is 3, and can be examined again in order to obtain further materials. Looks like you're way ahead of me, though. Guess that army of yours can do more than just fight. Keep it up and help our towns get back on their feet. Alright, so there's another quest done. Here's the thief. Me, I'm a thief, and I'm real good at dodging attacks and holding down the front row. You want to try me or what? I don't know that I'll... Well, I guess technically, yeah, I will win, I guess. Let's just do a battle here. I want to actually see this. Thieves are pretty obnoxious at the beginning of the game if you don't have a like an archer, which obviously we do not have yet. Yeah, and that's exactly why they'll just... Oh, they're connected with one hit, though. But yeah, anyways, thieves have really, really good evasion, and, you know, it makes them obviously very difficult to hit. Yeah, we'll just skip the rest of this. Catch a peek at my evade skill. It's real handy at helping me dodge. But remember, I can only use it when I've got the passive points. That gives me real problems against guys like Housecarls, who can attack a bunch of times in one battle. So yeah, always remember to check who you're fighting. There's a Divine Shard. We'll go up against this guy too. Your Highness, do you have measures to deal with any hoplites you may encounter on your journey? If not, I would suggest utilizing a Housecarl in one of your units. After all, their smash skill is capable of weakening an enemy's defenses. You're more than welcome to try it out on me if you wish. Yeah, it looks like I'm not going to do that, but well, did our bout meet your lofty expectations? While a Housecarl's attacks are effective, they tend to lack the strength for a decisive blow. Consider pairing them with a warrior or magic user for greater advantage in battle. And of course, feel free to return if you wish to battle again. Alright, that bridge over there has seen better days. Destroyed and abandoned for nearly 10 years now. Shame too. It would be a straight shot to Grand Corin if someone managed to fix it up. Building or rebuilding this bridge isn't really that important, at least not for a very, very long time. So, not only that, but I don't have a character that is actually able to build the bridge. I think we can actually start this quest though. Let's just do this. It would seem nobody has spared a thought for the bridge since it collapsed. Unfortunately, we lack the means to fix it on our own. Perhaps we should recruit a mason capable of restoring it. And this guy actually down here is able to do that. I can't remember his name, but it's the guy in Morden, I think is his name. So we'll recruit him later, and then he can fix bridges. Scoured the ruins, Your Majesty, and found an urn of hallowed corn ash. Apparently it holds some kind of divine power if the rumors are to be believed. Yeah, these items are really good. It can be used during a battle stage to revive a defeated unit or recover valor points. You can also use it to avert a game over when the time limit expires. Your command post is claimed by the enemy or your army is defeated. So yeah, very, very powerful items. Let's head up. I'm going to do just a little bit of exploring, so I don't think we can actually go past here. Emperor Galerius' domain lies beyond this point. Turn around or die where you stand. We stand no chance here at our present strength, Your Highness. I strongly advise against proceeding any further. Then we turn back. Thank you for listening to reason, my prince. Alright, but here, if we go left, we actually can get through here. The ruins ahead are under investigation by the great sorcerer Alk. You'll come no closer if you know what's good for you. I'm going to forge ahead. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'm not actually going to do this battle, but, I'm going to poke around beyond here. If you're thinking about heading in there, Elaine, I advise you to do so with extreme caution. A team of sorcerers hired by Zenoira have made their base in those ruins there. Get too close and we'll be sure to strike. Although, capturing the region for ourselves might help us hire a sorcerer or two of our own. Either way, we'll probably want some archers before we give it a shot. But it's your call at the end of the day. We'll be behind you no matter what. Alright, so that's the self-effacing sorcerer. Enemy level is 5. Let's see if I can actually take some of these on the open world. Oh yeah, I can. We'll just clear some of these guys out. Nope, that guy. We're not going to be able to take him fully anyway. So I'm really just going to be poking around here, trying to grab what items I can. That's the nice thing about having the run, the auto run, basically permanently on. We can just kind of cruise around here and grab up things without... There's another hallowed corn ash. And it's kind of nice to do this early, right? To run around and grab all the stuff that we can. Obviously being able to grab this stuff and get items that we can then turn in is going to be pretty nice. Here we go. What fools you must be to march upon the town I now defend. There's the battle for Elzaku. Can't kill this guy either. Enemy levels here are 10 already. I'm probably not going to be able to take this guy, yeah. Yeah, right, so no matter what I do, it looks like I'm going to lose here. Which means we're going to get sent back to, yeah, that spot right there. Your Highness, we may find it difficult to proceed in that direction, absent the strength to defeat wandering enemies in a single battle. Let us train our units, liberate regions, and return again upon claiming further power. So here it says overworld battles. Enemies encountered in the overworld will remain in the region unless you're able to wipe them out in a single battle. If you succeed in battle, you may continue to explore the region. However, losing or drawing the battle will cause you to withdraw to the last location you visited. Ah! Oh, he teleported back right when I was... Oh, I'm going to win this one, though. Alright, so when you win, basically the enemy gets kind of stunned. And then you can, you know, kind of continue to explore that area without being sent back. There's another divine shard. Some rock things. Oh, here we're... And there, I blocked myself in here. Whoa! Whoa! Exploring these regions is kind of fun. Not gonna lie. Oh, here I'm gonna get stuck back here though. This guy at the bridge, we're not gonna be able to do anything with. That's like the Zenoira region, and I think anyway. Let me just see here. Oh no, this guy moves. Okay, never mind. Let's go past him then. What is this place? It looks like it's been here a long time. I actually don't remember what that spot is exactly. Maybe we'll be able to do something with that later. There's another divine shard hidden back in the woods here. Looks like that's all we've got for this area. Yo, Dingus, what up? Right, let's cruise past him. Lumon, if the rebels march upon our Zenorian ruins, they must be after the treasures hidden within. Brace yourselves, men. We'll hold this fortress through any attack. So there's the battle for Estonia. These thieves are so fast. Okay, well, whatever. Gonna win. Once we put on a couple of levels, we'll be able to just like clear this stuff out, but coming to take the harbor, huh? Well, too bad. I'm gonna burn it to the ground. Okay. That's a little extreme. And then there's some these circle or the rock formations aligned as I actually don't know what these are for yet. I haven't got to the point where I can do anything with those. Strange carving on this monument here. That's something different as well, or kind of related to a quest, or there's another character that we have to have in order to do anything with those. There's another ruins. Grab this here. Ooh. Is that a divine shard back there? So yeah, I'm gonna probably end up doing a bunch more of this like exploration type stuff here. I wanna try to kind of get as much as I can here before I move on. It's nice to have, you know, this stuff unlocked, because I think the other thing is I think we can teleport to these areas too once we've been there. It is a bit tricky though. You know, we'll probably run into some areas where I won't be able to win in the battles, and so, you know, avoiding the fights becomes more important. Sorry, Your Majesty, I couldn't find anything. I'm not sure what's going on there, because it seems like every once in a while, like, Chloe can't find something in like a ruins area, so I don't know if that's related to her level, or if you know, if that's another character that we have to have instead. I'm not sure on that. There's that thief there that I really don't want to spot me. There's another one there. Ah! Pulled this guy away from that spot, though. Alright, so there's another hallowed corn ash. Oh, that's a draw. Well, it looked like it was going to be a draw. Whatever. Oh, there's nothing else here, it looks like. Uh-oh. I didn't win that one. That's a little weird that, you know, randomly. I mean, I guess it depends on your luck, right? You'll lose some of those. Gonna lose that one, too. Yeah, that's annoying. It's weird that it's not restarting me here. Oh, I can almost got that guy. Oh, hello. Juked that guy. Oh, is this where I've already been? It looks like that's where I've been. Ah! Yeah, I think I was down that way already. Alright, so actually I need to go up and around. See if I can do anything with these guys. Nope, not quite. Oh, that's not good. Yeah. Oh, there, that put me right back there. That time. I guess earlier when I walked by that spot, I didn't fully, like, stand on it or something. Oh shoot, I did it again. I gotta dodge these guys better. Oh. Alright. Moment of truth. Can I dodge this guy this time? Come over here. Come over here, buddy. Ah! Alright, it might not be worth it to go that way if I'm not going to be able to dodge that guy. It seems like the angle is just is kind of tough to get around him, and obviously the cavalry guys are really fast. Oh, got it that time. Oh, but there's another one though. So you're the rebels who wreak havoc upon these lands. On my father's honor, you won't take this town. Okay, well actually that guy is just a battle, so we'll just walk across that, which will allow us to start right there. Oh. Yeah, that's not good. Gonna get crushed by that dude. Oh. Swing and a miss. Miss me again. An outbreak here as well, I see. I'll report the word to Lord Ghislaine at once. The rest of you continue your search of the area. Survey the entire region if you must. That's Tatiana. She's actually a recruit later if you choose to recruit her. What was that all about, and what's with the creepy masks? I can't say. Perhaps the townsfolk will know more. Excuse me, sir. Is there anything you can tell me about the woman? Oh, about the women who were just standing here? Oh, them? They work for the local lord, a guy by the name of Ghislaine. And they wear those masks to keep themselves safe from the plague that's been running rampant around here. Of course, there's a rumor in town that Ghislaine's the one who started the disease in the first place, all for some kind of dark experiments. He claimed the Lord himself to be responsible? Just repeating what I've heard, sir, but I do know that they've been hauling off the sick. It's scary stuff, I'll tell you what. Indeed. Come, Lex, we can't let this wickedness continue unimpeded. Alright, the tormented helm. Oh. I think I'm probably gonna lose here. Yep. Yeah, I'm kind of getting to that point where it may be better off, or I may be better off to just kind of continue on and do some of the storyline stuff and level up a bit more, because we're not really able to, you know, take anything out here. So if I get lucky, you know, I can kind of continue on, but looks like this might be really all there is left out here anyway. Well, there's another, here's the Minotaur statue or monument. There's another ruins. Alright, let's zip back up this way. There's another rock circle thing. I'm really curious what those actually are. Oh, there's an item up here. Oh, I'm probably not going to be able to get that. Let's see here. Oh! Alright, maybe I will. White feather. This looks like a ruins, but there's nothing there. Second here. Alright. That's gonna send me back. That's alright. Kind of where I wanted to go anyway. Ooh, maybe not. Actually do need to get by this guy. There we go. Baited, get baited. The rebels, Good thing I hired those thieves to back me up. There's a battle for Riviera. Oh, there's a thief over there. Hi-yo! Hi-yo! Ah! No, he got me. That's alright. Alright, so I see the... Oh, I got that. I actually won that battle. Yeah, so here is, I forget her name. This must be the remains of a magic seal, or sigil. They seem to have been here for centuries by now, though that's all I really know about them. Sorry, I can't be of more help.
Ugh, what a mess. No money for a hired sword, either.
Excuse us, ma'am. Is something the matter?
Oh, whatever am I to do?
She seems not to have hurt me.
How can I fight the soldiers of the damned?
Let me talk to her. Hello?
Oh. When did you... How did you... Who are you people?
We're with the Liberation Army.
Ah, the ones who defy Zenoira's rule.
Our apologies for startling you.
Nonsense. I share the blame for not minding my surroundings.
May we ask what you're doing here exactly?
I was researching this magic sigil, but I've encountered a roadblock. One I have no possible means of resolving alone.
What kind of roadblock are we talking?
When I awakened the sigil, it breathed life into spectral beings. Warriors lost to time, who attacked me with reckless abandon.
Hey, warn a guy before you start telling ghost stories.
Yet you appear to be unharmed.
How about that?
Well, I wasn't finished with my story, now was I? As the phantoms creeped ever closer, I was certain my time was finally up. I closed my eyes and waited for the end, but it never came. There wasn't so much as a scratch on my beautiful skin.
Odd.
After repeated attempts met the same conclusion, I've reached a hypothesis. These ghosts, as you call them, are nothing more than illusions birthed of an ancient sorcery. And the grounds we stand upon were used in days of yore to cultivate strength against the antagonistic apparitions.
Yeah, that's a lot you just dropped on us. What I'm not getting is, how's any of that a problem? If they can't lay a finger on you, it should be easy enough to keep doing your thing, right?
That depends on the thing. I want to know what happens when all of the Sigil's guardians are defeated. But I'm just one woman, and hardly capable of such a feat alone.
Hence the worry.
Yes, I've made it my goal of late to study the effects of combating the illusions. And should you be willing to help with my research, I'd be more than glad to join this liberation of yours.
I understand. We'll do whatever we can to assist.
I was hoping you'd say that. Lady's got me all curious now.
You mean it? Oh, that's wonderful!
Okay, yeah, so that's Sylvie. This is basically how you farm, if you want to do that. Now then, allow me to activate the Sigil's power. Shamans specialize in skills which weaken their foes and position them on the back row to have them weaken foes from relative safety. I'm going to save here. I actually might take a crack at one of these. I don't know, or I don't remember if this is actually supposed to be the first one. Or not. Allow me to activate the Sigil's power. Sigil's Trial Moderate one. That doesn't seem like that's the first one. Challenge auxiliary stages to battle the Phantom Soldiers lingering within. You can do this as many times as you like, earning EXP along the way. As I mentioned before, you'll bear no injury should you fall to the Phantom Soldiers within, but keep in mind you'll earn no experience if you decide to leave the battle partway through. But yeah, I don't think this is actually the first one. Moderate one. I feel like there's a beginner version. Let's just try this. I don't remember though. Oh yeah, this is the one with the catapult right away. So I actually might be able to beat this one. The Liberation's command post is captured as the defeat condition, and victory is capture the enemy command post. Yeah, so I don't know for sure if I'll be able to do this one, but we'll take a crack at it.
They will know what hit them.
This here is a catapult, Your Majesty, a weapon that can hit an entire area with boulders. It's a difficult weapon to use, but it bears immense destructive power in return. I'm certain you'll have no issue employing it well, though. So catapults are siege weapons that can be operated by any unit. Station a unit, then select a target area to launch boulders. Boulders will damage allies and enemies alike, so be sure to aim your catapult fire carefully. Yeah, catapults are insanely destructive. They can usually one-shot, or they can one-shot a lot of units right away, so... let's do this first one about right here. So these three soldiers always just stand here, and then these soldiers are kind of on the way to the base. Oh, we're gonna miss probably that one. Oh, or did I get all of them? Oh yeah, I got all of them. So yeah, we're gonna get a ton of experience by doing this. I might have to go back to town though and actually get some recruit gear for these other characters. Yeah, look at this. Oh my god, I hit like level 8 with one catapult shot. Alright, who else is moving? Yeah, there's some other troops on the way up here. Let's see where they're at. I might just shoot the command post instead of worrying about these other soldiers for now. And we'll see how many shots it's gonna take to get that guy down.
I'm up.
Oh, it's gonna take a bunch of shots. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get another unit out here.
In service of the... I'll not fail you. Very well. I am yours to command, Your Highness.
Ready.
Yeah, actually, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this now that I'm looking at this. Not on hard, anyway. Yeah, and that unit's healing, too, so that's not looking good. We'll see if Joseph can hold off these troops.
Blood will be
Nope,
shed.
we're going to get wrecked. Alright. Yeah, I'll have to bail on this.
Great. I shall try my best. And yet...
Yep. Levels are too low still. Well, that was a good shot, though. Yeah, it's a shame that I wasn't able to just take this guy down right away. You could probably crank the difficulty down and do this, but that'd be kind of cheesy. So let's just return to the overworld. I'll have to try to find the other stages that are a little bit lower level. Rebels here after we just bought the place off of Zenora too? But this is no time to doubt ourselves. We've only one choice, and that's to fight. Alright, so that's the battle for Plain. Ah, no. I'm gonna have to go back. Oh, no, I actually won that one. Every once in a while against those thieves you get lucky and, you know, somebody will land it. There's a ton of resources out here. So eventually, once we're actually able to do that sigil battle back there, what I usually do is farm that spot, and then I come over here and dig, or, you know, gather these materials afterwards, because there's just a ton here. There's no time for detours. Okay, so he's not going to let us go up into the north east corner here. Yeah, that's the other, or that's one of the other regions, and you can't enter that until you've got Scarlet saved. And that's also like level 25 or something, so we wouldn't be able to do anything up there anyway. Just kind of continue on and grab some more items here. Alright, so I think I actually sort of remember where the old, uh-oh. Yeah, probably not gonna, oh, I did win that one, wow. Yeah, every once in a while you just get lucky and still able to take some of those enemies where it doesn't look like we're able to, but... anyways, yeah, so I think I know where the first sigil thing is at, so I'll probably head there next. What's going on here? We'll just kind of make the big loop down there.
You call that a swing? On the hand of my friend, knave.
Why don't you make us, if you and that toothpick of a sword even can?
What shall we do, my prince? We teach them that tormenting the innocent is not a hobby that comes without its price.
Are you hurt?
No, ma'am. Thank you. What a striking figure. Just who is she? Monica.
Right, I am Monica, daughter of this territory's ruling house and commander of its army. Pray forgive me for galloping past you, good swordsman. Not at all, my lady. If anything, we're merely standing in your way. Yet tell me, why have these bandits been granted the freedom to do as they please? I would think a knight such as you more capable of ensuring the safety of your lands. You would have me guard not only my towns and checkpoints, but the wilderness between them as well? Clearly know little of governance, wanderer. 'Tis simply impossible when the rebel army could march upon us at any moment. I suppose you have a point, yes. And unfortunately, their ranks have proven quite elusive, causing us ceaseless headaches all the while. That must be difficult. In any case, who are you? 'Tis a rare sight to witness a man traveling with an attendant these days. My name is Alec. I am little more than a simple mercenary, and this man is not my attendant, but my friend. Oh, I would have never surmised as much. Pardon the interruption, sirs. Alright, there's the unyielding shield. Let's see here. Did I already go down here? Nope. Okay. This is gonna be a tough one. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. Ah, shoot. It put me in the wrong spot. Try this again here. Oh, this didn't actually start like a battle thing here. That's annoying. I wanted to, actually go there. Oh, this is gonna be. Yeah, this is not gonna be so. Oh, I made it. I lucked out. Should be a... I thought there was a battle up here, but I guess not for now. Those little swordmaster guys can't really do much to me, apparently. Let's see, just to the north of here. Yeah, looks like I probably can't do anything up there. Graveyard Hut, never been big on this kind of place myself. Yeah, there's nothing here, let's get moving. I know there's a way to get. Oh, it's up through here. Let me see. Really? All right, here we go. Oh, just out of his range. Oh, got me though. Oh, that's gonna send me back. That's sad. Oops, there we go. Alright, let's see here. Okay, so we just need to kind of keep going south here. Oh, shoot. Oh, alright, there's a spot over here to dig. Oh, that's the spot where I kind of came through at. Black diamond. Let's see what this guy has to say. This is the Lisboche garrison. Your Highness, we've long awaited your arrival. As for the land of the north, it lies under Zenoiran control. That includes Fort Longridge, I'm sorry to say. And the garrison north of that seems to be a supply depot of sorts. It's heavily guarded, as you might have imagined. What's more, the enemy commander is a displaced Cornian noble by the name of Melisandre. I hear she's not a warrior to be trifled with, despite her relative youth. Another thing, the road leading to the nearby ruins is under strict Zenoiran surveillance as well. Can only assume there's something there worth defending, though it boggles the mind to picture what. In any case, I have no doubt you'll deliver us a triumphant victory, Your Highness. We await your orders. You're going to be awaiting our orders for a very long time. Yeah, level 11. It's actually not as high as I remember. I thought that was a little higher area. And then here we're blocked off, I believe. Yeah, what a massive fort. Yeah, this place is gigantic. Indeed. Pritzlas belongs to our neighbors to the east, the storied nation of Drakenhold. Our past relations with them have not been positive, though. They and Corny have spent much time locked in fierce war. I understand this fortress was the site of many a harsh battle for our forebears. And now it serves to protect Zenoira and their foul interests. Something tells me we won't be getting through from over here. Yeah, it stays blocked off for a very long time. When I last played, I actually didn't make it to the point where you could go through that side. Oh, I recognize this spot. Looks like it's been here a long time. Here's another graveyard that we can't do anything with yet. Get juked. Later on in the game, Elaine actually gets a horse, and so a lot of this traveling around actually gets a lot easier. And you know, he'll be way faster. But unfortunately, you have to promote him, and we're a very long ways off of that. But this guy just keeps missing. Right, here's another rock circle that we can't do anything with. Oh no, a thief. Looks like I'm kind of getting back into areas that are a little bit lower level, so I can actually kind of take some of the enemies, probably. Some more ruins. Faded Journal 3. This appears to be a journal, but I can only parse a few details. Perhaps Yana would be willing to take a look. Oh, we don't have Yana yet. It's funny that he says her name, because we've never met Yana yet. We're blocked off here. Oh, that's just the spot that I was already at. Alright, looks like I can probably get back out onto the road. Oh, there's a spot up here. Oh, a couple spots. Oh, this is the black market guy. Let's talk to him. I don't think we can do anything with him yet, but eventually. Well, if it isn't one of Zenoira's finest generals, what are you buying today, sir? Wait a sec, that crest you got's not Zenoiran at all. Sorry to say, but that means I can't sell to you. Nothing personal, honest. Obeying our great emperor is the only way I keep my head on my shoulders. Though, prove your strength and I might just reconsider. We'll be able to buy from him eventually. I think you just have to have a bunch more renown. I don't know if I can get through here. Emperor Galerius' domain lies beyond this point. Turn around or die where you stand. Alright, yeah. I'll just say we'll turn back. I think if you say that we'll keep going, a battle spot appears there. But it's super high level. Like, I think that one's the level 41. So, you know, nothing I'm going to be able to do anytime soon anyway. And here's like it looks like a spot that should have something there, but I guess not. Okay. Which of these dudes are just waiting in ambush? Right, who's this? Miriam, I'm honored you've come, Your Highness. Right this way. Oh, this is to start the Saving Scarlet.
I am Miriam, humble servant of the Knights of the Rose.
Your order answered directly to my mother, yes? But I fear I don't recall ever meeting you. I hope I've not offended.
You've not. 10 years past, I was but a squire, and in no position to have made your acquaintance.
Ahem. And what of Kitra?
She went ahead to scout the city, but we've since lost contact. In sooth, I worry for her safety. Times such as these make me thankful for Fran and her griffin. They have taken wing, and scour the ground as we speak.
Then we may leave the search to her. But what about us, my prince?
Joseph has readied an encampment in a nearby field. We make for battle as soon as preparations allow it. And if Renault is truly bound by the same magic Hodrick was, the ring should release him with little issue. Now come, Euclid awaits, and Scarlet with her.
Yeah, and we're not going to be doing this battle anytime soon. Our preparations are complete, Your Highness. We stand ready to deploy at your command. In that case, allow me to ride ahead to the rendezvous point. I shall meet with Fran and Kitra myself. Understood. Be careful out there. Renault was once a brother in arms to me, my prince. I can attest that he was a bold and powerful knight. This battle will doubtless prove difficult. I advise we plan our moves carefully. Before we march for Euclid, my prince, allow me to offer a word of counsel regarding our tactics. Here it says, press start to open the overworld menu, select character list, then navigate to the loadout tab to edit a character's tactics. Now then, allow me to enlighten you on the proper usage of tactics. The tactics you set determine when a character will use what skill and who they will target. If you proceed without a planned tactic, your soldiers will generally confront the enemy directly before them. Yet if you wish to fight with greater efficiency, I suggest you set conditions to determine who they'll target. Consider one of Elaine's active skills, Lean Edge. Elaine will recover HP if he defeats an enemy using that skill. Hence, targeting the enemy with the lowest HP makes it more likely he'll defeat his foe and trigger the healing effect. That makes sense, yes. Having a tactic in mind should make engaging our foes a more straightforward task. Indeed. Now, when choosing tactics, you must always pay close attention to the priority of the actions listed. On a character's turn, they'll use the highest skill on their priority list with conditions that have been met. For example, if Joseph is assigned to the attack to show above, he will attack with Slice no matter what. This means he will never heal or use heal to aid his allies. In other words, the skills I'd like our soldiers to use first should be assigned a higher priority. Just so, and the more narrow the conditions for a skill's use, the higher priority I'd suggest you give it. By adjusting the priority of his tactics as shown above, Joseph will use heal if an ally has less than 50% HP. Otherwise, he will attack with Slice instead. Worry not, Your Highness, there's no need to demand perfection of yourself from the outset. Experiment with a wide range of tactics to start. You will surely understand them better with practice. And if you ever wish to test out a new idea, you may partake in mock battles at any fortress under our control. Thank you, Joseph. I'll be sure to keep all this in mind. That was all I had to say, Your Highness. Let us move at once to rescue Scarlet. No, I won't be doing that. not yet. Yeah, it's enemy level 8. That's actually not... It's not too bad. Alright. Gonna keep looking around for, Oh, no. Ah! It was supposed to be a tie, but it didn't end up being a tie. There we go. We'll just avoid them, I guess. Alright. Alright, so where are we at here? Alright, so yeah, kind of the south, man, there's so much to still explore. Holy crap. This region is just gigantic. I might actually do some more exploration in the next video, because this one's getting pretty long. Let me just get to a... Actually, this spot looks kind of safe-ish. Yeah, alright, so I'll end my video here, and then we'll kind of keep exploring in the next video. So, as always, hope the guide was helpful, and thanks for watching.